Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife is rumored to have promised Olori Naomi a luxurious house in Canada, to buy her a luxurious house in Canada in any area of her choice, and to do everything that is within his power to ensure that Naomi is free from the legal battle, so that after the legal battle, Naomi will leave and go to Canada and stay a very quiet life. And that he will be coming from time to time to see Naomi. But anytime that Naomi wants to return, come to Nigeria to do her church or anything, Naomi has a right to fly anytime. All Naomi needs to do is to send for the private jet, and they will come, they'll pick her back to Nigeria to do what she needs to do. That Naomi has to, be away from the eyes of all of these evil eyes all over the place. That Naomi has been through so much. Naomi needs to go and rest. That he can do his marriage with Olori Naomi without anybody. That people do not necessarily need to be part of the marriage between himself and Olori Naomi. That social media, the locals, the elders, and all of these people do not need to be a part of their marriage. That this whole thing happened because from the very beginning, it was Naomi's fault. It was Naomi who took everything to social media. That it was Naomi that gave people the right to, speak and talk about their marriage the way people are speaking and talking about their marriage today. That all of that has got to stop. That Naomi needs to leave. Naomi needs to go to Canada. And that he is begging. That he loves Naomi. Naomi is the love of his life. That he's never going to leave Naomi. That if Naomi is expecting a divorce from him, Naomi would never, ever, ever get that divorce. That he would not divorce Naomi because Naomi means the world to him. Naomi makes his soul, gives his soul direction. Naomi is everything to him. That Naomi already know their history. That this thing between Naomi and himself is not today. That is like a curse that is on both of them. I've told you people this thing before. I told you people, there was this information we got sometime where they said that this thing that is happening between Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife didn't start today. That in a certain century long ago, there was a prince. They say that the storyteller, that these traditional institutions or communities in the Yoruba, royalty setting, they usually have, I don't know what they call those people in Yoruba, in the language. But in English, it's called the storytellers. There are these storytellers who are able to reveal history, okay? And that is why when a person is getting married into a royal family, most times they go to meet them to tell them a little history about these families. They said a storyteller has talked about Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. That in a certain Ife community, as in sometime in the certain Ife history, there was a prince who was betrothed to a girl, okay? And the prince was so much, I think, no, a prince was betrothed to another queen, a princess from a royal family. But he was in love with a girl, okay? And that girl, the father at that time was from Ile-Ife, and the mother was from Akure, okay? And then because a princess was betrothed to that king, that prince, the family of the prince refused that girl to marry their son, that's the prince. They forced the prince to marry the girl, the Ile-Ife girl that he was betrothed to him. The prince fought and fought and fought and fought and fought to marry the other girl, that it did not work. The prince forced, and the girl too was, doing everything to marry the love of her life. They said it did not work. And at the end of the day, they forced the prince to marry this girl, and as in marry the princess. And they said the prince went ahead and married the princess, but did not show the princess love. He was always running off to the other girl that he wasn't married to, the girl he was in love with. The queen, that is the princess, look for a means and, buy the other girl. When the princess buy the other girl, and the prince found out that the other girl had died, they said he died himself. That thing is in the history that is still there. So in that wall, they said he did not marry the girl, and that was how he went. This storyteller had mentioned to them that that prince and that princess that time is still the same, this same Naomi and Ooni of Ife. They have told them. And they said the history of their love is not something that just started. It has always been there. That if anybody thinks that there is anything that they would do to take away the feelings that these people feel for themselves, that it will never ever happen, that it is a difficult situation. This storyteller told them. Now, so they said that the Ooni of Ife told Naomi that he will never leave her. That even if the wall come crushing, that he will never leave her. That he will never. Naomi can continue to push him, that he would never go. That Naomi should be prepared to face him. That is either she finds a way to make it work, or she continues to, drag this thing that she is dragging, but him, that he will never leave Olori Naomi. So the best suggestion now is that Naomi agrees to move to Canada so that he will do everything that is within his power to fight this legal battle with Olori Naomi and find a way to move Naomi, because right now Naomi cannot travel. Her passports and everything is still with the authority. Naomi cannot go anywhere, cannot go out of the country right now. That Ooni of Ife told her that, look, this is the best decision. Go so that we can do our marriage quiet. We don't have to do our marriage does not have to be everywhere. It doesn't. We are different. You and I are different. What we share is different. Stop looking at what is happening with other Oloris. You and I are different. They said that happens to be what the Ooni of Ife said to Olori Naomi. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that, the following content is based on rumor and speculation found online. It's not been verified and should not be taken as fact.